The grand hall of awakens, prime shimmered with crystal lights and floating banners as delegates from 100 worlds gathered for the Unity Summit. At the center stood Princess Lyra of the Zalarian Empire, only 19 years old yet, already feared for her sharp tongue and inherited pride. Her people were ancient, powerful, and certain of their superiority. Among the delegates was a single human representative named Ethan Cole. He wore a simple, dark uniform. No medals, no glowing insignia. Humans had only recently entered interstellar politics and were still considered weak observers rather than equals. Ethan knew this. He had accepted it long ago. When it was time for introductions, Princess Lyra stepped forward, her silver eyes scanning the room. When her gaze landed on Ethan, a faint smile curved her lips, not of kindness but of amusement. "So this is the human," she said loudly, ensuring everyone heard. "I expected taller or stronger. Do your kind always send janitors to diplomatic events?" A ripple of alien laughter spread across the hall. Ethan felt every eye turned toward him. He could sense the tension, the unspoken challenge. If he reacted, it would confirm their beliefs. If he defended himself, it would become entertainment. Lyra tilted her head, studying him like a curious insect. "Tell me, human, are you here to speak or to clean the floor after real species are done talking?" Silence followed, heavy and sharp. Ethan met her gaze for a brief moment. There was no anger in his eyes, no shame either, only calm. Slowly, deliberately, he turned around. Without a single word, without a bow or excuse, he began to walk away. Gasps echoed through the hall. Walking away from a Zalarian royal was considered a grave insult. Guards stiffened. Advisors whispered urgently. Princess Lyra blinked, stunned. "Stop," she commanded. Ethan did not stop. For the first time in her life, someone had not argued, begged, or bowed. He simply left. As the doors slid shut behind him, something shifted in the room. The laughter was gone. In its place was confusion and a strange unease. An elder diplomat leaned toward Lara and spoke quietly. "Do you know what you just did, Your Highness?" She frowned. "I dismissed an inferior." The elder shook his head. "No, you dismissed the only species in this hall that does not need to prove its worth." Far away, as Ethan walked down the silent corridor, he touched the small insignia hidden beneath his uniform, a symbol known only to a few ancient races. The summit had not ended. It had just begun. The corridor outside the grand hall was quiet, almost sterile, but Ethan Cole felt the weight of history pressing on his shoulders. Each step echoed with memories older than the summit itself. Humans had learned long ago that true strength did not shout. It waited. Inside the hall, Princess Lyra remained frozen in her place. The doors had closed, yet her thoughts were louder than the crowd. No one had ever ignored her command. No one had ever walked away. "Find him," she said sharply. Her guards hesitated. The elder diplomat raised a clawed hand. "Your Highness, that human carries a mark. One from before the Zalarian Empire reached the stars." Lyra turned, anger flashing. "Explain." The elder sighed. The silent accord. An ancient pact. Humans were once the mediators of galactic extinction wars. When they walked away, civilizations fell. When they stayed, galaxies survived. Murmurs spread like fire. Meanwhile, Ethan entered a smaller chamber where a few delegates already waited. Old allies. Hidden ones. Species that remembered. A massive stone like being lowered its head in respect. A luminous entity dimmed its glow. "They insulted you," one whispered. Ethan shook his head. They revealed themselves. The summit alarm suddenly rang. A deep space alert flashed across every screen. An armada was emerging from a forbidden sector. A species thought erased was returning. Panic erupted. Princess Lyra rushed into the chamber, her pride cracking under fear. She stopped when she saw Ethan standing calmly among beings far older and stronger than her people. "You," she said quietly now. "You knew." Ethan finally spoke. His voice was steady, human, simple. "We warned the galaxy once. No one listened. This time we decide who is worth saving. Lyra swallowed hard. For the first time she saw him not as weak, but as dangerous in the quietest way possible. She bowed, not as a royal gesture, as a plea. "Teach me," she said, "before it is too late." Ethan looked at her for a long moment. Then he nodded once. Outside, the stars shifted as fleets prepared for war or survival. Inside, a 19-year-old royal learned the cost of arrogance and the power of walking away. Humanity did not demand respect. They earned it by knowing when silence spoke louder than empires.